date like that where you were genuinely
with a criminal? No, Drew. No. I'm vetting people online. The internet's gonna love this. The internet's gonna be like, Drew is so relatable. We're all dating criminals. We get it. Like, this is truly what everyone's dealing with. Don't even worry about it.
Why can't we both be into women and we could be into each other and date? Because I am telling you, this is the relationship that I am looking for.
Okay, first of all, if I was into women, you're not my type. But listen, it's okay.
Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different as I never before did a negative video on another person. Drew Barrymore, however, reminds me of the old me, and her story is a perfect representation of many issues that I speak about on my channel. And so in today's video we will dive deeper into the broken mindset of Drew Barrymore and the missing pieces to a healthy and happy love life at any age. But before we start, let me share who she is. Drew Barrymore is an American actress, producer, talk show host, author, and businesswoman. Born on February 22nd, 1975, she is 49 years old as of 2024. Unfortunately, Drew Barrymore experienced significant trauma during her early years, much of which stemmed from growing up in a dysfunctional and high-profile Hollywood environment. Drew's rise to fame came at a very young age. She became famous after starring in E.T. the Extraterrestrial when she was only 7 years old. The intense pressure and exposure that came with being a child star were overwhelming and left her with little to no sense of normality or a typical childhood. Drew was born in the famous Barrymore family, which had a long legacy in the entertainment industry. However, her relationship with her parents, and particularly her mother, was complex and often tumultuous. Drew has spoken openly about how her mother introduced her to the nightlife scene at an early age, exposing her to situations that were very inappropriate for a child. Also, her father was largely absent and struggled with substance abuse issues. Drew began drinking alcohol at age 9, tried marijuana by 10, and was using cocaine by the age of 12. By 13, she entered rehab for the first time. The struggles with addiction and recovery at such a young age were traumatic and led her to be held in a psychiatrist facility when she was 13, where she spent about 18 months. At age 14, Barrymore legally emancipated herself from her parents, effectively taking control of her life while still in her early teens. This decision, though necessary for her well-being, meant that she had to learn to navigate adult responsibilities on her own, only adding to her sense of isolation and trauma. If this wasn't enough, throughout her early years, Drew faced significant public pressure as a troubled child star, which only compounded her challenges. She worked hard to overcome the stigma associated with her past and revive her acting career. Despite all those hardships, Drew Barrymore has often spoken about the journey of healing, including undergoing therapy and building a supportive circle of friends. And I truly applaud her for that. And this video is not made in a mean-spirited way or wanting to judge her in any way. Unfortunately, not everyone was able to have a happy childhood with loving mother and father at home. Our childhood, the things we experienced, limiting beliefs we inherited from our parents, school bullying, and many other things really shaped us and caused us to develop sometimes a very broken view on ourselves and the world. Drew Barrymore was one of the most famous actresses when I was growing up, and I was so surprised seeing her like that on her show crying about being single. Her energy really screams, love me, I don't know how to love myself, and value me because I don't know how to value myself.
What if you find yourself like me, almost 8 years later, still single?
Aren't you so happy though?
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore has often spoken about her journey of healing. Everyone has their own healing journey they must complete by themselves. However, it really makes me so sad to see this, in my opinion, very attractive, talented, and successful actress.
What about now? Are you dating anyone?
Oh, no.
The star as I saw her before in many movies. Someone who I looked up to, and see her totally not valuing herself, not believing that she's worthy of love.
Any bad dates? I had a real bad date recently.
Really?
Oh!
Have you talked about it already?
Well, he got really drunk.
First date?
First date. and
Well, he must have been nervous.
trauma bombed me.
Oh.
But it turns out his trauma had some legal issues.
Oh.
So I was sitting there and then
That he was on the wrong side of?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It was dark.
Drew, you're very famous. You must be doing background checks on people before you meet up. But where's Drew's security?
By
Do
the
we
way-
have a security team for Drew?
I kid you not.
Drew Barrymore doesn't seem to know who she is.
Watching her show, we can all tell from a very easy body language reading, and intuitively we can see how she's leaning forward to every guest that she has on the show and asking everyone for advice and seeking their approval.
If you were to date, what is it that would be a great...
That I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I've made this list. So.
Okay, good. I want it.
And also the love that she lacks for herself. I think that her guests seem to be a little put off by her needy energy. This type of behavior is really repulsive. And just as the guest said, you are Drew Barrymore, look at yourself. You almost want to reach out to her and shake her. Wake up, you are the queen. Despite all the terrible things that happened in your life, you have so much value in yourself. You are worthy, desirable, beautiful, and attractive. It is an honor to meet you and to be able to be on your show. Don't ask me for advice. You have so much wisdom in yourself. Value yourself enough to be selective in dating, as not everyone should have a chance to sit in front of you.
Single for a while, but I can't believe how
You're single?
excited. 7 years.
What?
7 years. What about you?
Variations of single, I guess. I don't know. No. I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about this whole love affair I'm having right now with just life and myself and getting to know myself, that I'd be a better partner anyway.
That is, sometimes when I say I'm single for 7 years, I immediately go to well, do people think there's something wrong with me or I'm not dateable or, why is that? And I do notice that a lot of people do act weird when I say I've been single for 7 years. Like as if it's a little taboo.
And guys, there are so many way older women than Drew. Women like Dita Von Teese, Salma Hayek, or Marjorie Harvey. The difference is in their mindset. Those ladies know their value and constantly work on themselves. Their attitude, their health, themselves, their looks. They know they are worthy of the best things of the world. At the same age as Drew, Dita Von Teese was being called a muse by Christian Dior, one of the most famous designers. And I will always keep saying that this is not in your looks or your age. It all comes from your inside and your mindset. And so let's set our mindset right, and then we will see the results inside out. And I truly applaud Drew for the work that she is doing. I truly hope that she will find the great therapist and a coach who will help her to shift her mindset. I think too many of us live unaware of how valuable we are. It is all really in our self-concept and constantly trying to reach the higher version of ourselves. You are the greatest project you will ever work on. Grow each day and keep chasing the highest version of yourself. You are worthy of it.